it's Andrea from WellAndrea, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about why it is not necessary and why we, quite frankly, shouldn't try to optimize our training, and why not all training has especially to be optimized for longevity and aging well. Now, aging well, longevity, being as strong and capable and independent as we possibly can be is really, really important. And I am a big proponent of that. And I do think it is really important to work on muscle mass, on strength, on our cardiovascular system, on mobility, and just normal movement patterns that are normal but that we may lose if we don't use them. And so I think all of that is really important and we should work on it. But at the same time, I think we will have in our lifetime periods of time when we will pursue goals that are not 100%, or maybe not even the majority of it, supporting our longevity goals. And I think that is okay to do for periods of time. And I think there's recently a real sort of, there are a lot of mental gymnastics that try to explain and justify things and still fit them in the longevity bucket. Now, again, I do feel like the basics should always be there, no matter what we do. So we should always lift weights. We should always work on our cardiovascular system. We should always work on mobility, movement patterns, and so on. But, for example, if you are going to do a race, right? You are going to run a half marathon, a marathon, a trail race, a bike race, whatever it may be, you may not really optimize your training for longevity at that point. You may not lift enough weights really, just because of the volume that you're going to do to train for that race. And I think it is okay to have those periods. And to also say, well, I am doing, the minimum at least, or maybe more, for my longevity bucket. But the rest of it, I am doing it because I want to run this race or whatever it is. I also see a lot of people in this space where they are muscular, they definitely lift a lot of weight, but they also have a goal of being as lean as possible, right? It's almost like they are close to as lean as like maybe a bikini or fitness or whatever competitor, right? They're getting very, very, very lean. At the same time, they are definitely muscular. And, if we look at it from a pure longevity, aging well lens, that's probably not the best we can do, right? But that doesn't mean that this is not a goal somebody can pursue for a while if they wish to do so for whatever reason. And I think we don't have to then, and we shouldn't, however, say, oh, this is for longevity reasons, right? So I think it is okay to fill the bucket, the longevity aging well bucket, enough. I think we should always do that. But then it's also okay to say, okay, I'm pursuing also another goal. This maybe doesn't optimize the longevity bucket. It doesn't really hurt it too much because I'm still gonna make sure that I am fed, well fed, that I, work on strength, muscle mass, cardiovascular health, and all that. So I just wanted to say that it's okay to have different goals at different times in our lives, and we can still age well, and it doesn't have to be about always optimizing everything. Sometimes other goals will sort of come in the foreground, and that's fine. Have a good day and keep moving.